It's Tuesday, October 6th. I'm Mike Rogers, and this is Comic Book Steals and Deals. Over at Dakota Comics today, they have a Devil's Red Bride #1. This is a CLARA MEATH exclusive for $14.99. You might have heard about this one on Comics with Bueller this morning. CLARA MEATH is a friend of Bueller's, and he's been promoting this one as well, so I think we could probably get this one sold out today for him. $14.99 at Dakota Comics. It's the first link below. Over to Morphus Inc. today, they have the Punchline #1. This is the 1 in 25, the Jimenez cover, the new design variant at $49.99. They have Strange Academy #4, the Peach Momoko at $14.95. Very good looking, was in my thumbprint from my last video. They have We Only Find Them When They're Dead, the SKAN variant. This is the #1 SKAN variant, $19.95. You know how I feel about SKAN. And over at Hanahan Comics today, they have X-Men #13 and 14. These are the connecting covers and done by KAEL New. Get the pair for $49.95. Very, very striking covers. You got to see these. Check out the link below under Hanahan Comics. It's going to be the first link under Hanahan. Over at Hanahan as well, they have Shadow Service #1. This is a ORZU Virgin variant cover, $19.99. So ORZU doing cover is that's a buy. And then you have Shadow Service #1. I read a little bit about this. Very interesting, intriguing story. I tried to tell you more about it, but why don't you just check the link, go check out the cover. There's another cover for this that I'll put up tomorrow. It almost looks like Han Solo and frozen in carbonite, but it's like a ghost coming through a wall. Silver cover, very cool. I'll put that one up tomorrow. But Shadow Service 1, new comic, ORZU cover, Virgin variant, $19.99. You might as well just check that out. And finally, over at Hanahan Comics, they have Strange Academy #1. This is the Scotty Young variant. This is the first print Scotty Young variant, Strange Academy #1. $29.99. These things are selling out everywhere. They're pretty much sold out everywhere. $30 for the Strange Academy 1 Scotty Young. Very good price. Over at Things from Another World, they have Spawn #311, the Bozeman cover at $2.39. That will sell out. I don't know how big of a print run they're doing on that book, but that book will sell out. They have the Department of Truth #1, the cover B, the Frizzing cover that everybody's looking for at $3.19. And then they have Spawn $3.10, the A, the B, and the C cover, all at $2.39. Over at Big Time Collectibles today, they have the Punchline Special #1, the In Huck Lee. This is brand new, the only place I've seen it, $14.99. They have Web of Venom Empires, and this is the KAEL New. So this Web of Venom Empire's End, there's going to be a ton of these that come out, just like that Web of Venom Wraith. You don't want to go nuts picking up all of them because the story is going to be short and it's going to have like one piece of information that's going to help us put a little piece of this picture together. So if you're going to buy one, it is a little bit expensive at $14.99, but I really do like the Web of Venom Empire's End, the KAEL New at Big Time Collectibles. Only place I've seen this is Big Time Collectibles. They also have the Dune House of Atreides #1, the John Giangi Virgin variant, $24.99. I don't know what the comic book series is going to be, but regardless if this movie comes in home video or goes to the movie theater, this is going to be a very, very big movie. Over at Bag and Board today, we love Bag and Board. Strange Academy #3, $1.99. This is the Doyle Doraramu variant. I have $1.99 here. That does not sound correct to me. I wouldn't be surprised if it was as much as $3.99. That is a misprint on my point. So at Bag and Board, they have Strange Academy #3, the Doyle Doraramu cover. So I think it's the first print of #3, but it's sold out everywhere. Everybody is so psyched about Doyle. I wrote $1.99. There's no way it's $1.99. I'm gonna guess $3.99. So $3.99, Strange Academy #3, the Doyle Doraramu over Bag and Board. They have Ice Cream Man #20, the third print. That was the book that they sent me for free just for mentioning them on the show. They're great, great company over there. Definitely go to Bag and Board because you're getting your books discounted. Actually, I'm sorry, you're not getting your books discounted, but you're getting Bag and Board is like your local comic shop online. Literally, they've got the selection of your comic book shop at the price your comic book shop has them. They got low shipping. I love everything about Bag and Board. So they have Ice Cream Man #20, the one they sent me, the third print at $3.99. And they have Spawn 310, the black and white Bozeman, at $20. So they do have that Spawn 310 Bozeman cover as well. Check out the prices over at Bag and Board. I might have gotten all those wrong. I'm suspect of all my prices that I gave you for Bag and Board, but definitely go to Bag and Board today. Over at Golden Apple Comics today, they have the Department of Truth number 2. Now, everybody's read Department of Truth number 1, and they love it. So we're going to number 2. In number 2, there are 2 very striking covers that tell a different story than I thought this was going, because there's a 1 in 10 Francesca for $15 of number 2, and a 1 in 25 Romero at $45 number 2. Both of these covers have, one is like a baby and there's like a doctor over it, and then one, I can't remember what the $45 one, but it was as striking and as disturbing as this one. So definitely going deeper with those covers on that. But Department of Truth is a winner. Everybody loves it. Definitely getting number 2. You can get a jump on the 1 in 10 and the 1 in 25. Golden Apple still has the Venom 29, the KAEL New, the Wrestler. This is like KAEL New Day. They have the Venom 29, the Wrestler. This is the sketch. They have the rest. So they have the KAEL New, the Wrestler. The first Wrestler was Venom beating Spidey. The second was Null beating Venom. This is Null beating Venom. They have the regular trade at 20, so the color trade at 20. So it's Null standing on top of Venom in a WWE rink with the belt above his head. In color for 20, in black and white sketch for 35. Only place I've seen that. And then finally, over at Golden Apple, Something Killing the Children number 11, the Lashley, the Virgin variant, gorgeous, $20. When a series reaches number 11, it's kind of that critical, so there are a couple critical points. There's one, that number 1, everybody wants the 1. Then they follow it to maybe, if they go any further, they go to 3. And if they go any further after 3, they're probably going to go to 10. And once they get to 10, they got to make a choice. Am I going to stay with this series and keep going? Because it could be a Spawn, and I could be buying this thing for the next 3 years, or 5 years, or 10 years, or 20 years. Or am I going to stop here? They put so many awesome Something's Killing the Children covers out for number 11. They made it unavoidable. They made it completely unavoidable. You hesitate because it's a number 11, but on such a hot series like this, everybody should, it's just go on Something's Killing the Children until they tell us that they're going to do a show, because it's almost like we've got to buy this thing into existence. We have to buy this thing into a TV show or a movie. Like if it just, I think there's something here. I don't know how they would do it. And especially in the environment today, I don't know if I'd want to see them do it, but I think inevitably, maybe in a couple of years, they could go back and do this story. It's just such a unique story in in a world of recycled stories. So somebody's got to be on this. Something is happening with this. Keep going with Something's Killing the Children. They're giving you no reason not to. The story is getting better. The covers are unavoidable. So yeah, I'm still going with Something's Killing the Children. I'm going to still try to get as many as I can. Strange Academy, Something's Killing the Children. There's a couple series that almost feel stronger than Venom and Thor, because they don't have that. Like Venom and Thor could just, it almost feels like something could happen and just the whole deck of cards could just crumble, and then we're like, oh, we're just back where we were, a couple of years ago. And we're like, everything sucks again. But with those independent series, it feels like they can only get better. It's only like, we don't know what the future is for those things. Maybe they could turn into a really cool, Netflix show, or maybe they could turn into a, it really hasn't been brought to life yet. So in some extent, with those Strange Academies and the Something's Killing the Children's, I almost feel better about buying those than I do the 1,000 copies of Thor, print 5, all those, so just throwing that out there. Over at El Rey Comics today, they got Thor number 8, the 1 in 25 at $24.99. Not sure why I put that one on there, but it must be very good looking or very hard to find. Thor number 8, the 1 in 25 at $24.99. Must have been one I'd never seen before. Check out the link below. They have Once and Future number 1 at $24. This is Once and Future number 1. This is the Once and Future number 1, not the A cover. This is the number 1, $24. You can go and grab the. You can go and get Once and Future number 1 for $24, and you can go and get Strange Academy 1, Scotty Young for $29. And then the last thing they had is they've had this over there for a while. I just kind of stopped mentioning it. Was John Wick number 1. They've got all the John Wicks over there. So if you want to get the John Wick comic book series, you can get them over there. I put in the John Wick number 1, the subscription variant, at $17. Pretty cool cover. Over at Wrath of Comics today, they have Thor number 2, Thor number 2, the first print, at $64.95. Very hard to find. They have Strange Academy number 1, the Peach Momoko, at $124.95. So if you're looking for that Peach Momoko, $124.95 is not a bad price for that. I know some places are like $136. Some people will charge you $150. Some people will charge you $175. $124.95 is pretty much the best you can do. X-Men 12, the first cover appearance of the High Summoner, they have it at $11.95. And then over at Wrath of Comics today, over at Wrath of Comics, we're using CBSD 10 to get 10% off our order every day at checkout. So when you get to checkout, just put CBSD 10, that's Comic Book Steals and Deals 10, every day to get your 10% off your order at Wrath of Comics and also at Mighty Thorpe Comics. And at Mighty Thorpe Comics today, what they have is Gaiga number 1, brand new series that Robbie the Pop Culture Philosopher was just talking about. He did a whole show on it. A, B, and C cover available at $2.99. So if you want to go and check out what his review is, go over to Robbie Pop Culture Philosopher, check out his review on Gaiga, and then go see if you want to buy it. You can get it at Wrath of Comics. A, B, and C cover available at $2.99. Again, you're using that 10% off, the CBSD 10 at checkout to get 10% off your order. Finally, we started off with Devil's Red Bride number 1. We're going to finish off with Devil's Red Bride number 1. Devil's Red Bride, the one that we mentioned, the first one, the one that's connected to Bueller, is my thumbnail today. That's the whole thing, is that I always call it the D cover, but it's the CLARA MEATH, Devil's Red Bride number 1, CLARA MEATH, that Bueller was talking about this morning on his show, so check that out as well. So that's what my thumbnail is today. Finally, at Wrath of Comics, they have Devil's Red Bride. Now, the A variant on this is sold out, but the C and the D are still available. I'm sorry, the B and the C are still available at $3.39 a piece. So you can go over to Dakota Comics and get Devil's Red Bride number 1, the CLARA MEATH, for $14.99, and then run over to Wrath of Comics and get Devil's Red Bride number 1, the B and the C cover, at $3.39 to finish off your day. So I've been gone since Saturday and Sunday. We did the auctions. Yesterday, all I did was pack boxes and ship boxes. So I've got a whole list of tracking numbers here. Today is more shipping. The show, more shipping. I'm going to have the 10 through 20 Venoms for you today. And I will get a picture of the mail call from yesterday, which was freaking ridiculous. Like, we sold so many comics books this weekend. And then I sold so many comic books this weekend. There were empty. I have 3 boxes here that I use for the auctions and stuff, and for the first 5 and all that. They're full again. I got 2 boxes in yesterday, and these things are full again. And they're filled with stuff like this. Really nice shape stuff, too. The new stuff's on its way. I got a lot of new stuff on the way, too. Bunch of different orders shipping from a bunch of different people. But all the Silver Age goodness came in one huge box, and I was like, oh, yeah. Let me show you a little more. A lot of Secret Origins. I love these freaking Secret Origins, and they're in beautiful shape. And then we picked up Batman 449, the Penguin Affair. And I was grabbing anything with a red cover, so 456. 430, 431, which is beautiful. That's a killer cover. 662. We got this is Dungeons and Dragons from IDW number 0. This is for Alberto's son. You know he's into D&D. Marvel Age 107 with Clive Barker. We have some Clive Barker fans in the group. Masters of the Universe number 3, but of the correct series at least. Medieval Spawn and Witchblade is where Medieval Spawn was created. So I got number 2 and I got number 3. I couldn't find number 1. War of the Worlds. Let's just see what else was here. There's another little stuff. This will be our mail haul. Star Wars, beautiful shape. Some Amazing Spider-Man. Some more. Yeah, this is better. More Eric Larson. Eric Larson does not get his due when it comes to Amazing Spider-Man. He did so many covers. Eric Larson is pretty much who you like. When you think of some characters, you're thinking of Eric Larson work, and you don't even know it because he's just not even talked about. He's like overlooked. But every character, every comic book I've shown you of Amazing Spider-Man was Eric Larson. And then this is special. And I might hold on to these for a minute because I've never owned these. And I'm really, really psyched about these. But Six Guns and the Supernatural, Knight Rider number 1. I love this damn character. Knight Rider number 3. These are in pristine shape. Knight Rider number 5. And I know people aren't like on this series. You could probably go and find these in, a really solid shop. You could find these. Knight Rider number 6. But I've never owned them, and I just think he's the coolest character. I think Westerns are on their way back, too. And what if the world knew Daredevil was blind? There's more. There's a lot more. I picked up these for a patron who will be happy, and hopefully he's watching. And we'll like these, but we got the Negative Burn. Actually found number 1. Those are from Caliber Comics from back in the day. Still getting the wrong Crow series, I know, but I might as well get a full set. So that's number 1 of 3, which I think I already own. Number 2 of 3, and then I just need 3 of 3 to get the whole Obar Crow set. I think it's all Obar, but Obar is the only writer of Crow, but that's not the right original set. Some really nice Conans came in. Finally. Wicked nice Conans. That my buddy Alberto better not have. Because he has everyone I buy. And I buy them specifically for him. But somebody always gets them. But I'm always like, I'm going to find Conans that Alberto doesn't have. This is a crazy-ass book. This is Clive Barker. I think this is, I know it was already going, this is going to. Crazy, crazy book. Very hell-induced. Star Wars. Beautiful shape Star Wars. More new stuff. Get Craven, but I want the whole set. I've only got like 1. I think I had 1 before. I had the Scarface one. That's a nice cover, and that's in beautiful shape. No ticks or anything. Secret Invasion. Beautiful Avengers 185 at last. The Origin of Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch. This is a sick, beautiful cover, man. That's really freaking nice. Excuse my language, YouTube. And then, is that it? That's it. There's a couple more, but that's about one more. So yeah, a lot of comic books came in. all available for the patrons, you know, before the auction. If you guys want any of these, just tell me and I'll throw them in your box. I am getting everything shipped out yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Everything, anything that's around. Some of the people haven't even paid, and I shipped their things. I shouldn't say that, but I was like, I just want it out of my house. I just want it gone. I know you'll pay me. It's just gone. So I have a box. Oh, look at that light. But that's all I got for you today. I will be putting up the that Venom 10 through 20. I hope that helps you. It's just the keys of Venom 10 through 20. It's a very limited list because it's meant to streamline the information, not overwhelm you with variants and all this thing, all the variants and everything. It's basically just to give you a straight idea of, between 10 through 20, what do I need? What goes in the box for the next 5 years? If that's even a long-term buy. I don't even know if it's a long-term buy. Honestly, I really don't. But just so you know that among all the variants and all the other things and all, what I just want to get, 10 through 20. There's like 3 I need. What are the 3 I need? So that's basically what that is. I'll get that up later. It's already done. I just got to put a thumbnail on it and put it up. And, we'll talk to you later.